rolling terrain is on rolling terrain. Here, rolling terrain. So your ET is 2.5, your ER is 2. Alright, so from here you can calculate the FHP. From the FHP, you got your V is 3811 vehicle per hour. Alright. Okay, student asked me about n equals to 3. Okay, look at the question. 6-lane highway. Okay, 6-lane highway. Although it doesn't mention is on one side is 3-lane, but we say 6-lane highway means that each side is 3-lane. Usually we will assume it's 50-50% distribution. Okay, so certainly it may have 2, 4, or maybe 1, 5 in a critical case, but usually we assume 3, 3, half. Okay, when you say 6-lane means that 3 lanes in each direction. So in this case, your n should be 3. All right, any question for question 1? Okay, no question. Right, okay, question number 2. A multi-lane highway, okay, 2 lanes in each direction, is on the level terrain. The free flow speed has been measured at 70 km per hour. The peak hour directional traffic flow is 1,300 vehicles with 6% large truck and buses, 2% recreational. So PR is 2%, PTB, okay, trucks and bus is 6%, and FP is 0.95. If the peak hour factor PHF is 0.85, we want to determine the level of service. So this is a standard question, very standard. You have the PT, you have the PR, you can get the ET and the ER from the table, okay, 4.7, and you can calculate the PHF equals to 0.967. FP given is 0.95, PHF given, and the volume is 1,003 given as well. Very standard and very straightforward, okay, 1,003. Okay, so when you plug in everything, you calculate the VP. Your VP is 832. And how much is your FFS? 70. Okay, next you have to check the figure. This is a multi-lane highway, so we check the multi-lane highway figures. Okay, so this is for multi-lane highway. How much do you have here? 70, right? Your FFS is 70 kilometer per hour. And how much is your VP? You can calculate the density from here, okay, by using the VP and the FFS. Otherwise, you have 832. 832, so is level of service C lah, somewhere in between of here, B and C. You have more than B already, so you cannot be classified in B. But you haven't achieved C, so in this case, it's level of service C. Okay, we choose the worst condition of B and C, we choose C. All right, so this is a standard question. Any problem or any question? Okay, no problem. Then we move on to question 3. Question 3, a class 1 2-lane highway is on level terrain, has a measured free flow speed of 105 km per hour and has 50% no passing zones. Right? And P is no passing zone, 50%. The peak hour traffic volume is 180 vehicles and the PHF is 0.9. There are 15% of trucks and buses, no RVs, and the directional split is 70-30. We want to determine the level of service. Class Class 1 highway, you will need to have two directions. I mean, you need to consider ATS as well as the PTSF, both. Then only we choose the worst, right? So we start with the ATS. You can at first calculate this V over PHF, no problem. If you don't want, you start with the V equal to 180 also can. Okay, because we know that our factor FG, the grade, and many other, for example, the ET and the ER, is depending on the volume. Okay, so we start with 180 or you start with 200 is the same because you will be inside the same category. Okay, you will be inside the same category. So you use here, and the first one you calculate the ATS. And in the ATS, you are on the level terrain. So level terrain ATS, so you choose this as 1. Okay, you choose the FG. FG is 1. Okay, you have the PT, and then you can choose your ET. How much is your ET? Is within this category, level terrain. So your ET is 1.7. Okay, your ET is 1.7. So you calculate the PHF, and then you calculate the VP. Your VP is 221. So is that okay? Yes, all right, because the 221 is still fall within this 0 to 600 range. So you do not need to repeat the whole thing. You are happy with this answer. Okay, given the FFS is this 100.05, you need to know what is the F and P. So you get from the table 19. F and P. How much is the no passing zone? Our no passing zone is 50%, right, in between. How much is our flow rate now? If we refer to here, our flow rate is 221. So 221 something in between here. So you need to do some interpolation. From the interpolation, we got FMP is 3.25, and thus we can calculate our ATS. So from the ATS that we got is 98 kilometer per hour. So we look at the class 1, look at ATS, we got 98, more than 90, right? So it is level of service A. So we got this level of service A. Okay, next one we check for the PTSF. PTSF, you have the PT, and then the same, you get the ET. So PTSF, we have to look at here under the column of PTSF. Under the column of PTSF. So your FG will be 1, and then your ET will be 1.1, right? If you have ER, then it will be 1. So from here, you got the FHV, you got the FG, and the VP you calculated is 203 within, okay, within it. That means within this range of 0 to 600. So no problem, right? And then you calculate the BPTSF. Your BPTSF is 16.34, right? Inserting your VP. And your FDMP is 22. Your FDMP is 22. How you get that? This is FDMP, right? Directional split. How much is the directional split? 70-30. Okay, 70-30. So you have to choose this one, 70-30. And it is around 200 something, right? You have your VP 203. So 203 will be something in between here. Your no passing zone is 50%, so in the center. Okay, so no worry if in the exam or in the test, I won't make you do too many of interpolation. Just some simple interpolation will do. Because our objective is not to test you whether you can do your interpolation. So when you do this PTSF, you got this 38.34, okay, 38.34, so you refer to the chart, right, table. Class 1, you have percent time following, how much? 38.4. Less than 35 is A, less than 50 is B, so you have B. So according to the PTSF, your level of service is B. Here, correct. Okay, at the end of the day, for this particular facility, you choose the worst. Okay, ATS is A, PTSF is B, so at the end of the day, you got it B. Is your final answer. Okay? Any question for this? Okay, no problem. All right, so we move on to question number 4. A class 2 two-lane highway needs to be redesigned for an area with rolling terrain. Okay? The peak hour traffic volume is 500 vehicles with a directional split of 60-40 and a PHF of 0.85. The traffic stream includes 8% of large truck, 2% of buses, 5% of recreational vehicles. What is the maximum percentage of no passing zones that can be built into a level of service B maintained, right? So we want to have level of service B. So you know the PT, you know the PB and the PR. So PT and PB, this together is a PTB, right? From the table 18, we look at the table 18. It's on the rolling terrain, right? For your rolling terrain, and how much is your V? Your V is 500, right? Your V is 500, so we do it in here, 0 to 600, and we are, because it's a class 2, it's a class 2, we only look at the PTSF, right? So we use 1.1 for here. This one is 1.1, right? One, is it? Or ET, 1.8. We look at PTSF only. Okay, let me see why the ET is 1.8. Rolling terrain, sorry, it's on rolling terrain. Okay, so it's 1.8 over here. Then you have 1.8. Then how much is your ER? Your ER is here. Okay, 1.0. So you have this 1.0. Then you can calculate your PHF. Okay, you can have your V is 500 given. Okay, PHF, FG is based on the 17 here, is 0 to 600. You are looking at PTSF and rolling is 0.77. So you have it here, 0.77. You have VP. VP is equal to 825. So unfortunately, your 825 is greater than your 600. Because the 600 is the place where you get all these value, the FG and the ETER. So unfortunately, you have to redo. Okay, repeat. Okay, you have to repeat the whole thing. We take the number of FG, we take number of ET and ER, recalculate your FHV, and then you get VP is 657. Okay, it's between of 600 to 1002 where you get the data. Alright, so it's converged already, so you do not need to repeat again. Determine the percent of no passing zone. So from here, okay, you get your VP is this amount you plug in, right? After that, you have this BPTSF is 43. To maintain the maximum passing zone and still level of service B, we refer to the table 6.22. Your PTSF must be 55. So your 6.22 here, okay, PTSF. You want level of service B, right? So maximum that you can take from level of service B is 55. So you have here PTSF is 55%. So you backward calculate, okay, your FDMP is 11.126, okay, 11.126. So you refer to your table 20. You wanted to know how much is your no passing zone. Okay, that means you do not know how much is your no passing zone here. You do not know how much is the percentage, but you know about the split, right? You know about the split. The split is 60-40. Okay, you know about the split. The split is 60-40. So you go into here, refer to 60-40. Refer to this chart. You want to guess how much is the no passing zone? Your volume is 657. So 657 is somewhere here. How much is your FDMP that you get? The FDMP that you get is 11. So 11 is something here, right? In between of here. So I think your answer should be around here, 24%. Okay, somewhere here. Around here, right? 20-40, around here. So you need to do triple interpolation according to this solution, right? So you appreciate the concept lah. Okay, do not need to worry about the triple interpolation. In this case, if you stop here, FDMP, it is good enough. Okay, for me to accept it as a final answer. The percentage is not needed. Here interpolation is triple. If it is simple interpolation, then you must do it. Okay. So basically, this is the idea behind for question 4. Any question you want to ask? Okay, no question, then we refer to the last question for today's tutorial. Question 5. A 6-lane multi-lane highway, 3 lanes in each direction, has regular weekday users and currently operates at maximum level of service C conditions. The measured free flow speed is 90 km per hour and the highway is on rolling terrain with 10% large trucks and buses, 5% of recreational vehicles, and the peak hour factor is 0.94. If 20% of all directional traffic occurs during the peak hour, determine the total directional traffic volume. Okay, so this is the last part of our chapter 3. We talk about how we decide the number of lanes. Here they tells you already is 3 lanes. Okay, they want you to determine the traffic volume. Okay, backward calculation. Most of the time I give you the volume, you calculate how many lanes. Now in reverse. Okay, I tell you how many lanes, I want you to calculate the number of traffic on the road. So we know the FP, the N, okay, the VP is 1430. Why is it 1430? Because it mentioned level of service C. Multi-lane highway, right? So we refer back to the multi-lane highway table. Okay, multi-lane highway, and we say that it is level of service C. So we refer, how much is the free flow speed? 90 kilometer per hour. Okay, free flow speed is 90. So we look at C. So the answer is 1435. Right? 1435. So here they mention, they give 1430. So this is wrong. You have 1435. Why is that 1430 here? Because they refer to this chart. Okay, 1430 is in this mile per hour. Okay, certainly lah. It's wrong. So a little bit different. Later on, you may get a different answer here. Okay, but the idea is doing this 1435. You have PT, you have PR, you have PHF. You know the K value, you know the ET and the ER from tables 4.7. Then you can calculate the PHF. And finally, the V here is equal to the VP. Okay, because we know VP is equal to the V over PHF over N, FP, and FHP. So now we wanted to know the V. Okay, after we know the V, we can use the K convection factor to find out what is the daily traffic. Okay, so it is very important for you to memorize this, because these two normally we will play around with it, these two. Okay, V is equal to the V, right? We have the VP equal to the V over VP, right, times PHF, okay, and then times blah blah blah, and FP and FHV. And this V actually is equal to this V. Is a DDHV. DDHV is K times D times AADD. Okay, so this is how the convection factor and relationships, okay, between these different parameters, or we say variables. All right. Any question for question 5? Okay, no question. Then I have finished up all the 5 questions in tutorial 5. In tutorial 2, I have explained all the 5 questions. So now is the time for you to do your work, right? So I will be here until 2 o'clock. If you have any question, you can still raise your question. All right?
Good afternoon, Miss. Good afternoon, Miss. Can you hear me? Good afternoon, Miss. Can you hear me? Good afternoon, Miss. Can you hear me?